Hi there makers, it is Jo here from Minerva, and today I have a product video for you. I'm taking a look at some different overlocker threads. If you're lucky enough to have an overlocker, then you might be wondering what type of thread you should be putting on it and how much money you should be throwing at it. And threads for your overlocker really are a personal choice, so you'll need to be thinking about how much money you've got to spend on your threads, how versatile they might be, and what type of fabrics you are sewing. If you use your overlocker for stretch fabrics, then you'll be needing a thread that allows that stretch to continue throughout your garment. And if you're sewing woven fabrics, then you might need a different thread, but you might be able to find one that fits both types of fabric. Today I'm wearing an Inari tee from Named Clothing. It's a really fabulous just t-shirt pattern, a few extra details. It's got a turned up cuff on the sleeve, and there is a facing rather than a neckband. So if you don't like putting neckbands on, this is a brilliant top. A really nice shape here, and the facing is sewn down with some top stitching. I used the overlocker to put the shoulders together and do the sides, so I needed to make sure that I'd got a thread that would work alongside my fabric. Today I'm going to be taking a look at different brands of overlocker thread, so I'll give you a little bit of background detail on what the numbers are surrounding overlocker threads when you're looking at them on our website, then we'll have a little bit of a close-up look. So if you're looking for an overlocker thread, you need to know what weight it is. So threads have a number on them, which is the weight, which is really the thickness, and a normal Gutterman sew all thread is a 50 weight, so that's a medium weight thread. When you're looking for an overlocker thread, you'll find that the thread count is higher because you're going to have more threads that make up the seam. So you don't want lots of thick thread overlocked together, making a bulky raw edge. So overlocker threads tend to be 120 count or weight. Sometimes you'll see WT after it, or you might just see the number. This is a finer thread, and it's often polyester, so that when they're all twisted and plied together, they don't snap or break in your overlocker. Today I've got a budget thread, a Coates Moon thread, and Gutterman Toddylock threads, so we'll have a look at those. I've also got a couple of other specialty ones to show you too. If you're new to using an overlocker, then you'll know that buying 4 cone threads can be quite expensive. So you'll want to be having a look at the type of threads that you can buy. So this is our budget option. This is a 120, so that's that higher thread weight, and it's a spun polyester thread, and this is a flesh colour. What you're looking for on a thread is for it to be even, and so on the top you don't want lots of fuzzy lint because that will show a lower quality of thread. Even though this is a cheaper thread, you can see there's no slubs in it. There's not thicker and thinner areas, but there is a little bit of lint along that thread. So when it's plied and twisted, there'll be 2 strands there. There's a little bit of fuzziness, so that's where you get a budget end of thread. It's absolutely brilliant for overlockers, especially if you're new, and I will use this if I am finishing the edge of a quilt. I don't want to have expensive high brand types of thread if I'm just whizzing around the edge of a quilt. A similar brand to this is a Coates Moon thread. So here you'll see the label details on the top, 120 weight. This is the colour number, and these have 5,000 yards on, so there's lots and lots of thread there for you to go at. It's a slightly smoother twist and ply than this one. It's cross wound so that when the thread comes off vertically, it comes off in a smooth sweep. And this one, although it is a lower price point, this one isn't as fuzzy as the last one, so there'll be a bit less lint to remove from your overlocker. It's your choice how much you spend on overlocker threads, but Coates Moon thread is a great budget brand. It comes in loads of different colours, and that's good if you're trying to use it for a seam line as well as overlocking, because you can get a good thread match. If you prefer a Gutterman brand, you can also get large cones of overlocker thread. This is Toddylock by Gutterman. It's on a slightly smaller reel, so this is 2,500 meters. It's still a 120. Some machines prefer it, so you might have to experiment, but this one is plied. It's very firmly plied, and it's got a slightly shinier texture because it's a little bit more highly manufactured than the Coats Moon thread, but I like this as an all-round brand of overlocker thread. You might be choosing Gutterman if you know it works well in your machine, and this one is a 120. That makes it suitable for all different fabric types. If you're using your overlocking as the seam as well, so this is the toddy lock, but you want a slightly stronger thread and finer thread for sewing your seams, then minicking thread is another great alternative. It comes on smaller reels. This one is 1,000 meters. It's still 100% polyester and it's still 120. It is a higher quality thread. When you look at it, you can see there's less lint and it's a much smoother and finer thread. You choose minicking if you wanted to use a strong thread for your seams as well as overlocking, and because it's really fine, it doesn't create any bulkiness on the seams. I'll thread up now so that you can see the threads in action. If you need to learn how to thread your overlocker, then you can go to episode 1 of our overlocker series. It will help you to understand the tension wheels on your machine and also how to thread up. You're going to need to check your manual as well. Coats Moon thread is an ideal thread if you are using your overlocker just for finishing. It's enough to just keep the edge from fraying. You don't need anything expensive if that's all you're doing with your overlocker. This is on a cord. It's a stretch cord. If you're sewing a stretch fabric, this is one of Minerva's exclusive sweater knit fabrics. So you can see the sweater garter stitch on the back. It's made of recycled polyester and it has a stretch. You can sew together whole garments with a Coats Moon thread. It's ideal really because it comes in 163 different colours, so you can get a thread match. It keeps your seam stretchy and it doesn't create too much bulk on the reverse. So a moon thread is suitable for both sewing and locking seams as well as overlocking. You can also use it on a cover stitch machine if you're hemming stretch knits, so that you get your 2 or 3 rows of top stitching on the right side and your overcast on the back. The budget cones, which are cheaper, will act in exactly the same way as long as your machine will take the thread. And this one comes in 53 different colours, so not as many different colours, but if you can get a good thread match or a colour that you like, this one works exactly the same. Toddy lock will do exactly the same. This is high strength, nice ply on there, not quite as fuzzy as the moon threads. So it's your choice how much you spend on your overlocker threads. If you don't think moon threads are the quality that you need for locking your seams for your needles, for example, you can run just 2 cones on your upper loopers and lower loopers, and you can switch out these threads for a stronger thread. So you can put on here an exact thread match with a Gutterman Sew All thread for your needles and use these cones for your loopers because loopers use much more thread. Those polyester threads that I've shown you are pretty catch-all, so they will work on most fabrics. If you're looking for something in particular, then I'll show you some threads that have a specific job. If you want to sew swimwear that lasts a long time, has good stretchy seams, is comfortable to wear on the inside, then you can try a Seriflock thread. So a Seriflock thread is made up of one continuous selection of filaments. So you can see it just looks like tiny little hairs, and they're extruded and they're really long. So it makes it really smooth and soft because you haven't got the twist or the ply that you would have in the overlock threads that I've shown you so far on the big cones. It's really light and it's quite tricky to thread because you can't feel the weight of it. It feels weightless, so you would need a pair of tweezers to help you get it through your overlocker. It works in a similar way. That's a Mettler Seriflock. It's similar to a Gutermann bulky lock. So if I snap a piece of this, you can see those continuous filaments. Some people in America call it a woolly nylon. It's that strands of nylon, but they're soft and much smoother against the skin. It means that you can sew stretchy seams and you get a smooth feeling here against your skin. It's not the same as having overlock threads. They're also very fine, so if you have your seam like this, or you want to put elastic in there, so you overlock the edge, fold it down, your elastic's inside, and when you zigzag on the top, you won't add more bulk to your leg seams or armhole seams. So bulky lock and Seriflock act in a very similar kind of way. They're very light, they're very stretchy, you can wash them at really high temperatures, and they last a little bit longer in swimwear, dance and gym wear. You can get these at different weights, so check you're getting the weight you want. They tend to be around 120. In Gutermann, they also do an 80, which is a little thicker and a little more woolly. A little bit like the word woolly nylon. If you're working on some special occasion wear and you are making rolled hems on, say, satin or chiffon or georgette or silk, something really light, then you might choose to go up to 180. This is a really fine sewing thread, and you can see when I compare it to the moon threads, it's got a much higher sheen. This one is from Gutermann. It's called Gutermann Terra 180. It's a really high quality thread, and if you're doing something special, it really is worth the investment. It sinks into the fabric rather than sitting on top of the fabric, so you get a really professional finish. You can also get 180 in Madeira threads as well, so here's another company. You can get selections of their threads in different counts too, from 100, 125 to a very fine 180. Some people like it for quilting, for top quilting and layering their layers together, because it sinks in, and it depends. If you want your quilting to look very visible, you can use a thicker thread, but if you want something really fine, then you might choose a 180 thread. Another way you might combine threads is for superb strength. So this is a ripstop fabric, so if you're making something like a cagoule, a running mac or anything like that, then you want a really strong thread on your outer needle. In this case, I've got a 40 weight thread, which is much thicker, and I can't break this with my fingers. It's a nylon, it's really strong, and it is ideal for sewing coats and bags. It does come in white and 14 other colours, and then it's been mixed here with the moon threads as the overlocking part of the process, but an absolutely strong seam line that's locked together. It runs through the overlocker in combination with the overlock threads. If you've made an investment to buy some overlocker threads and you feel like they're only useful for your overlocker, then you can get a thread tree. It is a cone thread tree, and it's a really useful little tool. It gets the most value out of your thread cones if you decide to purchase your thread that way. You can get a cone adapter that fits on there, and that means you can then use your cones through your sewing machine. The cone tree sits behind your machine near to where the thread spool is, and you thread it over the tree and take it through your machine as usual. You might need to just adjust the movement here of where the tree is, and that will help you to get your tension. You can also thread a bobbin by taking it from the cone thread, and you could use those threads straight through your sewing machine even if you're not overlocking. It's a great way to get the most value out of your threads, especially if you decide to buy large cones with 1,002 or 3,000 meters. You can also use the expensive smaller cones, so these are the Gutterman ones. You can also use those by putting them onto the cone tree without the adapter. It will work exactly the same. It's a great way of using up your cones and not having to hold lots of cones because they take up a lot of space to store. You can just use them as your regular thread. The only ones you won't be able to do that with are the bulky lock or serif lock, because they're quite difficult to go through a sewing machine. They're really designed for overlockers. You can try it, but you'll maybe need to change your tensions for such a fine extruded nylon thread. I hope today has helped you, especially that thread count number. So threads that are between 40 and 60 are a medium weight thread. From 60 to 180 are lighter weight threads, so they'll be for lighter fabrics. Obviously I showed you the one with the slight sheen on it that might be for a specific purpose, like a special event garment. And if you've got threads that are a lower count than 50, so between 12 and 40, then those are much heavier weights. Anything below 12 is really for hand sewing, so you don't want to be trying to pull those through your overlocker. When you check out the cones on our website, if you put in overlocker threads, all different brands will come up, all different types, and you can use the numbers that I've shown you today to help you pick the overlocker thread that you need. Don't forget that you can also mix your overlocker thread, so you could be putting one type of thread on the looper and one type of thread on the needles, depending on if you're using your machine to make up your garment. If you need the seams to be strong, then you might want to use a different thread or a colour thread match that you can get more accurate for the needles, and you can put a different thread on the overlocker loopers. If you want to find out more about how to use your overlocker, some decorative stitches, some different techniques, some different seams like rolled hems or flat locking, they're all in our overlocker series, and you can find those on our playlist over on the YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe there, and there's tons of content for you to get stuck into. We'd also love you to see you over on our website, so you can make a free account there, share your makes, and give a little description and a photograph of what you've been up to. You can also join the craft club there, where you will receive discounts and offers throughout the year, which might be an ideal time if you want to invest in some overlocker threads. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.